You watch the price fall, the margin call hits, and your broker sells you out before you can even react. Then, minutes later, the price turns around and you're left broke and right at the same time. That's the cruelest part of finance. Leverage doesn't just multiply your bet, it steals the one thing you need to survive: patience. These are 10 people and firms who ran out of time. Number 10. Nick Leeson. One trader in Barings' Singapore office spent years stacking leveraged futures bets nobody above him checked. When it finally came due, a bank that had survived over 2 centuries sold for £1. £1? It wasn't a hack or a crash, just one unsupervised guy and a spreadsheet nobody read closely enough. Number 9. Bill Huang. Archegos controlled massive stock positions through swaps, so on paper, Huang barely owned anything, and nobody could see the size of the bet. When the stocks turned, banks liquidated $20 billion in days trying to get out first. The leverage was invisible to the risk management team. Then it became everyone's problem at once. Number 8. Victor Niederhofer. He sold options betting the market wouldn't fall hard, and for a while that worked fine. Then an 8% drop wiped out the fund in a day, and he had to mortgage his own house. He rebuilt, and years later made almost the same trade again, and lost again. Some lessons apparently need to be paid for twice. Number 7. Jerome Kerviel. Kerviel built positions worth more than his bank could survive, then covered his tracks with fake trades that made the risk look hedged. Societe Generale found out and had to quietly unwind everything, eating a loss of 4.9 billion euros. What strikes me isn't the size of the bet, it's that he fooled an entire risk department for that long with paperwork. Number 6. Long-term capital management. This fund had Nobel laureates on its board and controlled more than $1 trillion using almost none of its own money. The trades were individually sound. None of that mattered once markets panicked and gave the fund no time to be proven right. Banks recapitalized it just to stop the damage spreading. Genius bought no insurance against leverage. Number 5. Leopold Aschenbrenner. Correctly calling the AI boom early is what built his fund's reputation. Then he leveraged that conviction as high as 4 times over on concentrated stock bets. A sharp sell-off hit. Margin calls came, and the fund had to dump its positions to Citadel at a discount. Forecasting the future right didn't save him, because being early and being leveraged turned out to be 2 very different bets. Number 4. Sam Bankman-Fried. Alameda ran leveraged crypto bets funded by FTX customer deposits, while the empire was valued at tens of billions, and everyone treated Bankman-Fried like a genius. Then, one balance sheet report leaked, a run started, and both companies filed for bankruptcy within a single week. Years of hype, gone in about as long as it takes to plan a vacation. Number 3. Jesse Livermore. Several fortunes made and lost on margin, always convinced the next comeback would stick. It never did. His final collapse hit in the early 30s, and he died a few years after that. What lands here isn't the money, it's that being one of the greatest traders alive couldn't protect him from margin's arithmetic. Number 2. Alex Kearns. A young trader on Robinhood watched his account show a negative balance of about $730,000. He believed his leveraged bets had turned sour, and unable to stomach the loss, he decided to end himself. It turned out to be a display glitch, not a real debt, but nobody answered when he tried to ask. Now it's too late for any help. Number 1. Rick Guerin. Guerin was the 3rd founding partner of Berkshire alongside Buffett and Munger. Buffett called him every bit as sharp, just in a hurry. A margin call in a brutal downturn forced him to sell his stake to Buffett for a fraction of what it's worth now, something like $700,000 a share today. No bankruptcy, no bailout, no headline, just patience running out at the worst moment. That's it for today. I hope you see the pattern. Leverage doesn't ruin you by being wrong. It ruins you by taking away your ability to wait until you're right. The margin call hits first, the price turns around after. And by then, it's not your position anymore. Did you ever get margin called? Tell me in the comments below.